certainly feels good to be back home.
Really? I could have traveled around for longer, seen new places, free to go when we felt like it and stay in the places that we liked. Now, home, chores, responsibilities.
Yeah, it was fun. Except for that little incident in Greece. I really liked that Canadian-Greek couple. They seemed to care so much about Greece. They had so much passion. But then to see them arrested just because they were demonstrating against the government, I hope they don't end up in jail.
Yes, I hope not.
I guess part of being home for me is being in Canada. You know, it's not just the wild open spaces. It's the public healthcare system, public radio. We care about each other here.
And you think we are totally able to speak out against our government?
Well, I don't think we'd go to jail for it.
Well, we could. And for you it could be even worse.
What are you talking about?
You were born in England, right?
I was, but I came here when I was 3 years old, and as soon as I could I became a Canadian citizen. I was a Girl Guide, we camped in the Rockies. I was 200% Canadian. So it was a no-brainer. I'd want to be as Canadian as anyone born here.
And you were, until this June.
What are you talking about?
Recent changes to the Canadian Citizenship Act make immigrants and even some born-in-Canada Canadians into a different class of citizens.
No way! That cannot happen in Canada.
Well, it has happened. It is now the law of the land, and your rights are different from true Canadians as well.
But wait a minute. My citizenship rights are protected by the Charter.
Some Canadian lawyers agree with you, so they are bringing on a court challenge to Bill C-24. But that could take years to resolve.
So how are my rights different under the new law?
Basically, if you commit a terrorism offense with a 5-year sentence or more, here or overseas, then the Minister of Citizenship and Immigration can revoke your Canadian citizenship.
No way! That is banishment! My basic human rights won't allow that form of punishment from the Middle Ages. In any event, no way I'd ever commit such a terrorist offense.
You wouldn't stand up against what you see as wrong action by the Canadian government, like that couple you like so much in Athens?
But I don't understand the connection. Surely they were just exercising their democratic rights. That is not terrorism.
It could be. Terrorism means what the government in power wants it to mean. Look at Nelson Mandela. He spent a huge chunk of his life in jail, and he was protesting against apartheid in South Africa. If we were back there with him and got swept up in one of the mass arrests that took place, any charge that we received could easily have a maximum penalty in excess of 5 years. When we arrived home after serving the sentence under this new conservative legislation, we could lose our Canadian citizenship.
Well, this is awful. But, at least in Canada, before they would strip me of my citizenship, there would be a hearing and the right to produce evidence, and if the decision went against me, I could appeal. Don't I at least have these democratic procedural rights?
What I know you used to have, and what you have under Bill C-24 are two different things. The decision will be made by the Minister of Immigration, which we both know means it would be delegated to an immigration officer, and his decision is not appealable.